guys are not even gonna believe what I found at the Dollar Tree. I'm a little excited. So many people had told me about some of these Dollar Tree craft ideas that I was like, maybe there is some good stuff at the Dollar Tree for crafting. And oh my gosh, here's the first thing. If you have a husband or kids, especially kids who have like $1 or $2 in their allowance, but they want to get a gift for mom, I'm going to show you some things your kids can go grab with that. I know a lot of times our kids, like, they want to buy us something, but they have no money, and it makes them feel extra special when it's their money. So let me know what you think. As you're hopping on, tell me hello. Tell me what you find at the Dollar Tree that you're like, oh my gosh, I love when I find this at the Dollar Tree. Let me know what it is. I am so excited you're here today. Let's take a peek, y'all. There is some good stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all see my basket super fast. Okay, here we go. Here's what I got. So everything obviously here is from the Dollar Tree. This is gonna be one thing that your kids could grab, and I'll show you how they can make a super cute gift with that for $1. And that one's actually super easy. Any husbands, any man, anybody can do this. They have chalkboard stuff. Did y'all see these? Have y'all seen these? Hi, Faith. I'm so glad to see you guys. Tell me good morning. Tell me what you were doing today. Tell me what you love to buy at the Dollar Tree. How cute are those? They're a little chalkboard table. They're little chalkboards. This, y'all, I thought was adorable. Look at this. It's a little easel, a little happy easel from the Dollar Tree that you could write a little happy note to mom on or to your kids. I love that. Look at this right here. This is just a happy little sign. We'll do something with that one of these days. I got my stash, so now I've got lots of Dollar Tree stuff to work with. They had little tiny, these are sets of 3 artist canvases. You can use those. They had this, which I actually thought was the cutest ever. Look at that, y'all. How fun is that? I guess I should get here. I'll organize this so you can see it. They have these tags that come 6 to $1. They have little chalk markers. I didn't love them, but they're not bad. They're pretty cool. They're, like I said, they're not the greatest thing ever to write with. They, of course, have all kinds of stuff for little baskets. If your kids want to do baskets for you guys, they could totally do this. They have some ribbon we're going to use here in just a second. They had paint. The colors of the paint I wasn't thrilled with. What colors paints have y'all seen at your Dollar Trees? We also found, I found this last night. Y'all, look at this. How cute is this? It's from the Dollar Tree. How fun would this be for your kids to just make a little happy craft for mom for $1? I mean, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love things that our kids can do that isn't expensive, so it's in their budget. They had stencils. I have to do something with this. I haven't quite figured out what I'm gonna do with this. They have bags. The bags are 2 for $1. You can't get them anywhere else. It's cheap. They just don't have it. Also, guys, would y'all do me a favor and hit the share this button and let somebody know that you are here and about this video? That would help me out so much. And we will give away a $25 Amazon gift card to one person who shares. Okay, look at this, guys. Yardley soaps, more of the markers, a nail file, I got a bunch of the markers, body scrub, bar soap, more paint, I think that was it. And everything is $1. So, and then I found these things, which I thought were kind of fun. I think you could do a lot with this. What would you guys use this container for? I thought it was kind of cool. What are y'all thoughts on that? I thought they were pretty fun, and they were $1 as well. And then these were also $1. So cute to put a little picture frame in. Okay, so the thing I didn't show you, though, was my favorite thing yet from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it here in just a second. These are the ones, look at these little trays. These are tiny little trays. They're so stinking cute. They were also $1, which I love. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Virgie. Hi, Amanda. Thank you for sharing. Amanda, I appreciate you a ton. Hi, Diane. Jewelry in a drawer. That's a great idea. That's a fantastic idea. Somebody said, like, I think for a mom, wouldn't it be cute to put little snacks in it, like little candies, and your mom could, like, open it up and have little candies for herself? Thank you for sharing, Michelle. I appreciate y'all a ton. Okay, so are y'all ready to do some crafting? So one thing you could obviously do that's super easy for mom would be to just make a little basket out of all the things. And this would also be nice to take, like, if there's somebody in a nursing home that you know, somebody who's just having a sad day, you could totally put together the sponge, the soap, the nail files, some more soap, some lotion, for some bath bombs. You could do that for like $5. So such a nice little happy thing. But we're gonna actually do some crafting over here today. Y'all bear with me. Well, let's do the craft over here first, and then we'll take the craft over there. This is the easy craft I want you to show your husbands, or I want you to show this one to your kids. So if you have little kids at home, and they want to not spend a ton of money, but they want to buy you something. This is $1, okay? So we have $1 right here. These were Hershey Kisses, also found at the Dollar Tree. Now, I will tell you, the Hershey Kisses at the Dollar Tree come in really small bags. So if I were you and if you are encouraging your child to save some money, tell them to get the Hershey Kisses elsewhere, because y'all know food tends to be super small at the Dollar Tree. Now, all we're gonna do, so here we go. This is just a great little easy gift for mamas. We're gonna get our scissors out. My dog is going crazy over by the door. This was from the ribbon from the Dollar Tree. So we're just gonna add it in a bow around here. If I can make a bow, let me go a little slower here this morning. We're gonna add that. Always do your bows upside down and they will be prettier. So if you do it while you're looking over your bow, it's gonna be prettier. Can y'all see this? I hope you can see what I'm working on. There we go, okay. So we've got our little bow. Now we're just gonna add some pretty little, we're gonna cut off the edges. And my scissors are horrible because my kids have gotten to them. Okay, then we're gonna add a little tag that says, Mom. So simple. Cut the little tag up in pieces to make it easier to do. You could make it shorter. I actually did one of them. Let me see where my one is that I did with the shorter one. I did this one. I cut this a little bit shorter so that it was easier to fit on here. So we'll just use, well, here. We'll take the chalk pen, and for the sake of being fast, I'll just write Mom. I will tell you, these are not, they're almost like a marker crayon. They weren't my absolute favorite ever, but they'll make it short enough that this can fit here. And then we're gonna do one more fun. This is our fast craft, and then I'm gonna do an easy craft. This or a harder, a not so quick. Dads can do this in a minute craft. Y'all, I'm not even gonna do this because it will take longer than it needs to be. But y'all, if you gave that to somebody, how happy would they be if they got that? I mean, it's just super simple, nothing fancy. I think sometimes it's just the thought that counts. And so for little kids especially, they just want to give their mom something that they made, and that would take no effort. It does. I think sometimes we think it has to be Pinterested done. Y'all, if you give me chocolate, I'm pretty much as happy as they come. Here we go. I can finish this. And so I feel like this is something that kids could do that isn't a major hard thing, but they could feel like we did something for mom, which is so important. I think, I don't know, how many of y'all, what do your kids do for you for Mother's Day? Mine usually bring me chocolate. So if they brought it in this, it would look adorable and they would not go over their budget, and I would be the happiest mama, because that's all. Honestly, my kids bring me this and a Diet Coke and we're good to go. Okay, so let me show you though our bigger crafts now over here. Okay, are y'all ready? That was the easy crafting. So what is the next thing that I absolutely love is these little bennies. I just think are darling. We're gonna work with these today. Are y'all ready to work with these? So what we're gonna do, this is kind of tricky. Not tricky. This is a little more work than that one. I took two of those. I've been playing with them, and I painted them this morning. Oh, and that one still is wet on the edge where I didn't get it. Has an edge spot. So I painted those blue and yellow today. I love the size of these. You're gonna see what we're gonna use them for here in a second. They are the perfect size for photos because I should have laid out a bigger piece here. They're the perfect size to put a photo in. So let me show you how we're gonna use this real quickly. We are gonna take some paper. I also did it with this one. I'll tell you that I put this star, I decoupaged the star on. I didn't love it once I did it, so I'm actually gonna redo that one. So actually, I may work with that one because I wanna show you what it's gonna look like once it's done, because it's probably my favorite. I tried to do the bright colors, and I'm a plain color girl. So this is 6.5 inches by a little over 4. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut my piece of paper. And I always have to remember how this thing works. Every time I use it, I'm like, how does that thing work? Okay. So I'm gonna need the longer length here. So we're gonna go 6.5. I'd rather have a bigger piece than a smaller piece, honestly. So I'm gonna go to 7 to be on the safe side because I'm the worst about cutting things down too small and then not fitting. No, I'm good. Okay. So we need this to be and then we need this other side need to go to 4. I should have cut this ahead of time. It's gonna have to go to like, I always have to do the math in my head on this and it's very stressful, you guys. I'm gonna cut this off because that'll make that easier for me. Okay, I have to think this through. I am not an engineer, as y'all can tell. This stresses me out completely. I said 6.5 by 4, right? I'm gonna measure, let me measure. Let's do this one more time. And I wish I had a smaller ruler because this thing is so big. Really, I guess I could measure the back on this. Just under 6.5, okay. Just under 6.5 on this side. So, I'm gonna go to there. I think that should be pretty close. And if I mess it up, it's just paper. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Y'all, I couldn't have gotten that any better. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other side. My dog is going crazy over there, so I'm gonna have to go open the door for him here in just a second. Y'all, this makes me nervous. I don't know why I'm stressing out cutting this paper, but I'm totally stressing out cutting this paper. 4.5, there we go. If I cut it way too small, look at that. Seriously, y'all, how fun was that? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I will actually, how cute is that? You guys, as much as I stressed over it, it actually worked, which was, I think that was God being generous with me this morning. So now I'm gonna take some Mod Podge. Mod Podge also is at the Dollar Tree, so you can grab that right up. However, I should have Mod Podged before, because now it's such a perfect fit that it's not gonna come out, y'all. It is not gonna come out. Well, you know how Mod Podge works. It kind of goes through your paper. So we're gonna go with, I'm gonna put it over top of it. Y'all, that's just, you know what I'm gonna do. Let's see if I can't get it out with this. Y'all, that paper is not, oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Come on up, paper, 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 come. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Now remember, I had the flower design. I was playing with it the other night just to see. There were only a couple of this style of boxes at my Dollar Tree, so I'm gonna let that go. So we're just gonna cover this up. So I'm okay with losing that on there. I just wanted to, like I said, I'm just kind of playing. Now we'll set that in there. Now we'll add some more over top because Mod Podge, the paper goes through and it kind of changes. It gives you like a waxy grade paper. So you could use this for a lot of things. You could use it for just a cute little bin on your, you could use it for just a cute little area on your table to hold rings. Could you let Simon in, Reagan? Could you let Simon in? You what? You should have done 2. Okay. Okay. There we go, y'all. So we're gonna add that in. Sorry, my daughter just walked in. My dog is barking. It's a little chaotic here this morning at our house, and I don't know why. Can you run and let him in? Okay, so we got that done. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a, babe, he's right there. Right there. We're gonna take a small clip, and I've got a hot glue gun. And I'm actually gonna do this for our recipe cards because I love it so much. I'm gonna take my little clippy. Oh, and here's my hot glue gun. And I'm gonna give it the tiniest bit of glue right on the back. And I'm gonna pop that right there. The reason I'm doing it so close to the top is that it doesn't give a whole lot of space. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of my recipe cards from our menu plans. And you can obviously, I think it's cute just left alone. Like this is so cute that I honestly feel like I would just leave it as it is. Y'all, how cute is that? But what you can do, and again, this is not all had time to dry, so it's not gonna work. I really need more time to dry it than what I can do here on Facebook Live. But basically, I'll give you an idea. You could take a picture, one of your kids' pictures, which would be much sweeter than a recipe card. I just happen to have a recipe card. Go grab that. Actually, here, y'all, I have that.
Caroline gets it.
You could totally have it sit up on your counter like that. You could also put it, will that fit in here?
It's hot.
I don't want to mess this up. Oh, that's too big. Actually, we have an extra one. This is my daughter's graduation picture. So we're gonna, y'all, how cute is she? Isn't she the cutest? That's my girl. Caroline, Reagan, you are the cutest too. She just happens to be leaving. What? Am I what? Okay. There we go. I have extras, don't worry. So that makes just a cute little way to display your picture frame. Again, the clip will be better. However, I'm not gonna mess up with, I'm afraid with everything being wet to do that. So I'll take final pictures after this is all done. But literally I have like, I don't know, what do I have invested here? $1.20. And you can make several to match. I just think it's adorable. She looks so much like me. Thank you so much. So yeah, isn't that just gonna be the cutest? I mean, and you could totally even, now that I think about it, if you had smaller pictures, I hate to cut hers up, but you could, well, I wish I had one. Hey Reagan, go grab me one more. You know what I could do? You could put them into smaller pieces. Hang on. Actually, y'all, remember I have extras of these, so it's not like this is my only one. But if you had little pictures of your kids that you just like wanted tiny, okay, you could totally do a bunch of clips across. Now I'm gonna have to play with that. I didn't think of that till just now as I was working, and I was like, oh, that would be so fun. So you could totally just do like several clips. Okay, let's try this. We're gonna grab this. The hardest part is gonna be getting it to the glue gun to stick really fast. So you could do like 3. You could do so much with this as I think about this. You could do notes. You could do, they're tiny, so you're not, I mean, remember, this is like the size of my hand, so it's not a very big idea. But this is what happened. Once I get crafting, I start to think of other things, and then I'm like, oh, I could do that. So I love the idea of doing 3 across. You could do notes for your kids. Oh, y'all, this is gonna be so cute. Hang on, I gotta run and go get the other one. I've got one more clip that size. You guys, look how cute this can be. You could even do, like, you could write mom across the top. You could do 3 pictures of your kids. Hang on, this is what it's gonna look like. I am loving this more and more as I did not, like I said, I'm going as I go. Now, can y'all see that? You can't see that because the spacing is terrible. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna be able to do it because they really need to sit and dry. And these are really small pictures, but you could even do 6, honestly, but you could write words. I'm just gonna give y'all the view of what it should look like once I finish playing with it. I promise, y'all, I promise, I'm not like, I start these crafts and I do them on Facebook Live and so many people are like, Lori, you should do this. You didn't do this right. You didn't do that right. I really do. Once I get it together and when I'm not on video, I'm not nervous and I get clever. So I promise I'll get clever. How cute would that be if those 3 pictures were black and white? I will get clever and I'll make this really, really cute. I just can't do it all live right now. And I'm always behind, so I never get it done ahead of time, which would be the dream. Okay. What I'm thinking would be really cute is if you had longer, skinny pictures, or you could write mom. I mean, there's so many fun things you can do in that little tray. Do y'all love it? I love it. I'm super pleased with it. Anyways, so moral of the story is that the Dollar Tree has some awesome ideas, awesome little things you can make. You could spend $10. You could have crafting things. I really love this tray, y'all. I'm so happy with how that turned out. So don't be intimidated when you think you want to, if you just want to do something crafty, don't feel like you can't do it. Would you string, oh, you could string or glue string under glue strips. Crafting is supposed to be fun, no right or wrong. Twine with baby cloths. I looked for the little tiny clips. The Dollar Tree does have the little tiny, teeny tiny, the TTT tiny clothespins, they've got those. So that would have been perfect in this. I wish I may be heading back to the Dollar Tree today. I love that idea. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Make collage of your pictures and Mod Podge them. That would work too, Vale. You could totally do that. I love that. Okay, Vale, you may have just fixed my idea. That's why I also love you guys, is you guys have the best ideas. You could totally Mod Podge your pictures into this. That's a great idea. That might be my best one. I like that one a ton. I'll play with it a little bit more. Oh, I'm so glad you ordered the Locale box. I hope you love it. Y'all, try out something fun at the Dollar Tree. See what you come up with. Post your pictures on the wall and tell me, and I will do pictures of this one so that you can see it after at the end. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon. We'll talk later. Bye, guys.